There are words we use today that have been changed in how we use the word even though we know what the word means. My name is Brian French, and this is Changing the Dialogue. The word church is one such word, and we understand what this means, but we use it completely different in our everyday Christian walk. Our 1619 King James Version of the Bible has dictated how we use the Greek words written by the men of the first century. The word ecclesia is the Greek compound of two other Greek words. The first being the word ek, meaning from or out, a preposition denoting origin, and kaleo, meaning to call, and is formed into one word, ecclesia, or a calling out. In the first century, men were going into the highways and byways and calling out to those listening the good news of Jesus Christ. Today, we lock ourselves away in our church, and the nature of this word has been changed into the four walls of some temple we have spent millions of dollars to build. When Jesus appeared to John and revealed to him a great amount of information concerning what was to come, the first thing he did was give warnings to the called out in 7 different cities of Asia. Today, when we read this account, our minds automatically envision a building or a structure and not the people with whom had been called out. As the ecclesia, or called out, what have we been called out from? That is an easy one, this world. But were we called out to sit within the four walls of some holy place? Now, before some people get upset with me, I'm not opposed to having a building or a central meeting place for local believers to meet. But why are we spending more money on buildings than we are feeding the poor or providing for the widows and orphans? We do not need to build a sports annex next to the house of God. Have we not read somewhere that the temple constructed by the Jews was destroyed and Jehovah allowed it? Jeremiah spoke the words of the Lord, as we have recorded, that he would no longer place his name in structures such as this, but he would write his name in our inward parts and in our minds. Are we not the temple of Jehovah? This is about people, and we need to make sure we put our focus on people. And if it becomes necessary and people agree, find a place of meeting that will be sufficient and according to the local building codes. Other than that, why not put our resources into the real ecclesia, people? Let's quit calling these buildings churches. They are not the church and never have been. We, the born-again believers in the way of truth, pressing toward the mark of our calling that is found in Christ Jesus, we are the church. We're called out to bear witness to this truth of existence. I will call out and say, "Come, all you who are burdened and weighed down." The truth of Jesus Christ is the way of life. And it is not found in a pew or a building. It is found in the Word of life. This is Changing the Dialogue. And remember to always give love, give life, and give Jesus.